Fly. Everybody,
All right,
quit goofing
we're
off.
live.
We're going live.
We got 0 people still.
Jordan's back. Jordan said he's backstage.
Oh, I got to scroll. Sorry. His name is Let Me In.
Do we want to post
Jay.
something on
There's-
the Discord?
There's 7 people.
Let me in.
All right. We are live. This is the captain's
I
meeting
got it
for the
here.
April month long. I'm Bob Hammond. I'm joined with Drew Bade, Eric Ordepand, Ken Morris, and Jay Jordan. Here's our first comment. Hey guys, hello to you. Before we get started, I'm going to take a sip of my delicious and refreshing Bell Store spring water, as we always do. Which leads into the first topic. We can't do what we do without our sponsors, and we have a great number of them from the club-wide sponsors. You know, Fishing Online and their ludicrous speed shipping. Hobie Eyewear is a new one this year that everyone's raving about how great these sunglasses are. Kayak Cushion, of course, is, in my opinion, an essential piece of kayak gear anymore. Even on the most comfortable seats, it just adds that extra level of comfort to it. Bull Bay Rods is another that joined us this year, and I'll be having a post here in the next couple of days about what they've done for us. If you follow the Eastern PA chapter on Facebook, you saw Dustin's video of what they got. Very cool what they're doing for us, and I can tell you, at least I haven't used them yet, but at least holding the rods, they feel great, they look great. I mean, they're really cool. I'm excited to hand to raffle those off at the AOI events and get them in your guys' hands. So very exciting about that. Fair 412 and Scared Fishless. I worked at Expo. I hung out in their booth quite a bit. Really good dudes. Make some great plastics. They got the jig heads and terminal tackle that goes along with it. Spinner baits. I've heard the PA guys raving about their spinner baits. So they're good people making good baits, and they're supporting us. Yak Power. There is on if you're a Kayak Anglers member and you've received the welcome letter, it says code coming soon. We're actually working on rewriting that to where you have to create an account, register an account with your email address, and then just message me, and then we'll forward your information to our Yak Power contact, and then he will flag your account as a Kayak Anglers member, and you'll get the discount automatically on every order then at that point. So we're working on rewriting that, but that's how that's going to work. It's a little cumbersome, but they're just wanting to have the control over it, and I respect that, because I mean, they make great stuff and they're supporting us, and we're gonna do what they want. Suspends. If you came to our rigging day last week, you saw the Suspends cart that they got. We'll be giving that away this year. I haven't figured out a fun way to do that yet, but we're as much as I want to keep it, that's going to go to one of you guys. Catch Products. Got my catch board right here. They make the best boards. The Catch Carbonate is great. It's crystal clear judging. The Catch X, even the OG Catch. I have a 32 incher that I measure fish with, and it acts as a anchor. They're well built. They're very solid. Woo Tungsten. I think we're all fishing with tungsten now, and we see the benefits of that. They're giving us a discount. Never Lost Gears. We got a massive. Is that the Catch X?
I don't know. It's one from a KBF event, the national championship.
Oh, then it's the OG, the aluminum one. Never Lost Gears. We're getting a bunch of stuff from them that we'll be raffling off. So it's great. Tether your gear down, keep it from going in the drink. Cross kicks. I know quite a few have bought the cross kicks already. That's a 40% discount on very nice water shoes, very comfortable, very um, protective as well. They keep your toes from banging on rocks and whatnot. Dubro Fishing, they got all kinds of stuff. They got some great accessories for kayaks. Kitech, courtesy of Eric Ordepan there. We all know what Kitechs are and what they can do. So they're great. Thomas Custom Lures. You want some custom painted hard baits? He is your man to go to with that. G socks, rod socks with the extra PVC that goes over the hooks, keep them from tangling up. Because I know I get troubles in my rod socks all the time. So they've found a way to mitigate that. And then last but not least, from the club side is Boondocks. We all know the landing gear, the carts that they have, the different command bars, dashboard type guys, all kinds of fun stuff that they're doing. Really, if you're looking for something, they've probably thought of it. So very cool that they're sponsoring us. And then at the club level, Northeast Ohio, obviously Bell Stores is our premier sponsor. We have the Bell Stores bonus bucks that comes from that is guaranteed $400 in payout at all our AOI events. Unfortunately, not this one, but all the others. Raccoon Creek, Dustin and Bobby, Justin, Brett. I worked 3 expos with them this spring, or not spring, winter into spring. Just really great group of people. They've been with us since not since the beginning, but they've been with us since very early and very, very generous. And they are providing the newly announced Crescent Kayaks Smalley SF that is going to be our Angler of the Year package. Really great people there. Buckeye Sports Center, you got the Drew, Eric, you guys are Hobie guys. You can head up there for your Hobie accessories, Hobie kayaks. I know Adam got a Hobie as well. We got plenty of Hobies out there. They're that's what they do. And if you're in the market for Hobie, and they're going to be at our Portage Lakes event for demo day, so that's really exciting. If you're looking at a Hobie, we can try one out. I played on the Lynx last year. That was a lot of fun. That's a fun little boat right there. Very maneuverable, very quick, agile. Who else am I forgetting here? Check my shirt. Kayak cushions. Raccoon Creek. Oh, Fisherman Central, of course, right up the road from me. They're back again. They've been with us since the beginning, and it's very very generous. I have a ton of stuff from them to give away, including a Daiwa rod. And I'm sorry, I'm not a Daiwa guy. I don't know the model, but it's an MSRP $440. We'll be raffling that off at our Portage Lakes event, their signature event. That's a big prize for someone to win. Who am I forgetting here?
Muskingum Watershed.
Muskingum Watershed. Correct. The
There's
Muskingum
Rooster.
Watershed Conservancy District is sponsoring our Rivers event this year. They're going to be out with us at the Coshocton Park meetup at the end of that event.
During.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
during
Yeah.
Vision, I need to make my eye appointment because I hate these glasses and I want new ones, and I know they're gonna hook me up. Plus, they're right down the road from me, so very very cool to have them there and to know someone that is in the same hobby and wanting to support us and is very local. Boy, is that it? I mean, I shouldn't say that's
If only
it.
they
That was
were
a
in the
lot.
list somewhere.
We're gonna assume that's it.
That's it. That's the captain's meeting. Everything's angler responsibility, and have a good day.
Know the rules.
No, and let me figure out how to present my screen.
Share tab.
Oh, there it is. Here we go.
We get 40% off cross kicks.
Yes.
I'm on their website right now. They've got some pretty sweet looking shoes.
Jeremy, what's going on? I don't see your name there, Jeremy. Normally you're at the top at the start. Anyway, this is the captain's meeting for the April online warm-up 2025. It's our first event of the year. It's a non-AOI event meant to support our charity and get on the water, knock the rust off. It's kind of like our preseason. Just get out there and catch some fish. Put Drew and I will be judging. Drew and I put us to work, put a bunch of fish up there and make us work. So we got the brand new 2025 universal identifiers. You can follow this link right here. It takes you to this page. Print it off, black and white, color, either way, as long as it's clear that is the Kayak Anglers 2025 identifier. It has to be in every picture submission. It's also available on the TourneyX page, our Facebook groups, the Discord server. If you're not on the Discord server, you're missing out. There's almost always a conversation going on. We're just always talking, and there's quite a bit of info that gets shared, thought processes and new lures and different things.
And it's 90% about fishing. Well,
yes.
I mean, it's most of the time about fishing.
Captain's meeting on YouTube. If you're watching, you already found it. It will be shared to the Facebook page afterwards. Anglers are required to review the information covered in the meeting. This is a sunrise to sunset event. You may paddle in 30 minutes before sunrise, lines in at sunrise, lines out at sunset. You can stay on the water to fish at night as long as you have your proper safety gear, lights and whatnot. But you're no longer legal to fish the next day unless you take out more than 30 minutes before sunrise and then don't get back on the water until 30 minutes before sunrise again, if you want to do an overnight trip or something. And this chart here is linked right here, takes you to this page. I have it set to Akron for the month of April. These are the sunrise and sunset times we're going to be using. And it goes up like 2.5 minutes every day. So just pay attention to that. Sunrise is the lines in time, so no fish caught before sunrise or will be accepted. No fish caught after sunset will be accepted. And then 8:22 p.m. is lines out on the final day. And then you do have until 9:30 p.m. Lines in 7:08 April 1st, lines out 8:22 April 30th. Submissions are due by 9:30 on April 30th. We'll get those all judged. We'll have a 24-hour protest period, and then I haven't looked at the calendar yet, but I believe then payouts will go out May 2nd, generally mid to late morning, and I'll get those out. Available waters. I have this map here. It's not the most precise, but we basically took Columbus and drew a line straight north and straight east, and it's any public waters within Northeast Ohio, and that includes east-west harbors here, and a Pymatuming over here that goes into PA. That and the entire thing of entire Pymatuming is included. Alum Creek's right here. Hoover's right here. I know people were asking about those, and then all of everything else. We got the Mansfield Lakes, Portage Lakes, Berlin, Milton, if you want to, Mosquitoes in play, all the rivers, the Muskingum, Kokosing, Walhonding, everything. And I don't even know what's in this area. I don't go this far, but there's got to be some water in there somewhere. It looks wet. And then obviously Erie's in play. Just understand that the water temps are low this time of year. So just make sure you're safe. Please be safe. That way you can fish the rest of our events. Just And then as Derek said, we are excluding the 4 lakes in our first AOI event: Wingfoot, Mogador, Dale Walborn, and Deer Creek. So you have access to all the Northeast Ohio waters except for these 4 lakes. We're just trying to keep it to where you're either fishing the April event or you're pre-fishing for another. Like not double up on the first event, basically, is what that is. And then it's a unique event for us with a ton of water to access. So go find, you got your honey hole out there, go find some new spots. But the hang up or the catch is it's public access only, no private access. So it has to be a publicly accessible water. It has to be a place that everyone can go that day of.
Even if you have permission, even if you live on the lake, you have to launch from somewhere public.
Correct. And then as a kayak anglers event, the no motors are allowed. We do have two medical exemptions, but they have their own rules to follow, which we'll go over here in a minute. But there are going to be well, I don't know. One signed up right now, the other hasn't yet, but we do have two medical exemptions for the year. So that there are some, but they can't go very fast. And I've lapped the one guy paddling with his motor, so it's not going to give that much of a benefit to them, especially if they can't physically paddle. And the event rules are linked right here. That takes you to the Kayak Anglers page. Oh, wait, one more thing. Registration closes at 6 p.m. or 10 p.m. on the 6th. That's Sunday. I just wanted to give a little extra time that if the weather turns today and then we got thunderstorms coming Wednesday and you're not sure if you want to do it yet, still got time to sign up. Payday's on Friday. Sign up on Friday and then you can go fish the weekend. But if you catch any fish caught before you sign up, will not be accepted. That's just, you can't go out and catch 100 inches and then sign up and submit them. You have to sign up first and then go out. So that's just that. Now the event rules. I mean, this is all right here. Definitely take a look, be familiar with them. Non-members are required to pay an additional fee. We haven't had any non-members sign up yet that I'm aware of. I've been verifying as they've come in, and then that doesn't matter because there's no AOI points for this one. By paying the fee, you agree to all the rules of the organization. So that means you're agreeing to this page, you're agreeing to this page. It's a black bass tournament only, largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass, catch, photo, release. You may not keep any bass for any reason. If you catch other species, you catch some walleye, crappie, perch, and you want to keep them, you're allowed to, but you must follow all state, federal, and local guidelines and regulations. So, size requirements, bag limits are still in play for that. All fish must be caught from a kayak or a canoe. There's not any muskie and moggy. Yes. Must be caught from a kayak or a canoe. We do allow wading, but please stay close to your kayak, and all pictures must be submitted from within the kayak. So if you're wading, you put your board back in the kayak. And it's not going to be the biggest deal in April, but when we get to the warmer months, you want to think about the fish safety and releasing it unharmed. And then if you catch a fish, you can't make any more casts until you've released the fish. Only one fish is allowed at a time. And then in the case of multiple catches, if you've thrown a crankbait or something, you got two smallies on it, you're allowed to submit both of those fish. It'd be a good idea to just send me a message and say, hey, look at this. I finally caught two on one cast. Because I would love to share that, and it's cool because I haven't had that happen yet. Only kayaks or single-person canoes or paddle boards are permitted. The Angler 360, 360 Scope, the Blue Sky, they're accepted for some reason. Human-powered propulsion only, only pedals and paddles. Any fish while using a trolling motor without the medical exemption will not be accepted. If you have a motor installed on your kayak, the power must be disconnected with the battery removed. This includes the autopilot, the EPDL, and any other motorized models. And then this is the medical exemption part. If we do have a medical exemption, you cannot exceed 3 miles per hour. Here's some youth rules. I don't think we have any youth signed up just yet. Launch from a designated point, that means a public launch. Any off limits, no fishing or out of bounds signs. I know the perfect example is Mosquito, that north end. They have the buoys out where you can't in the nature preserve up there, you can't go in there. If they put the buoys out at Nimasilla, if Buoy Gate 2025 happens again, then you can't go within those buoys. Measure in, there will not be a measure in for this event being an online event. We'll do a virtual awards, probably that, I don't know, the 1st or 2nd. We'll figure that out. I got a month to figure that out, but we'll do a virtual award for that. And then the actual measure-ins with the charity raffles and all that will be for the AOI events and the Raccoon Creek event. We do allow the hog trough still, but we prefer the catch boards. We have not approved the Yak Attack leaderboard yet, so those are not approved. And then we'll go over the identifier. You have to have the 2025 identifier. You have to have your initials in the one box, and we'll release the code at the end of this event or this meeting, the captain's meeting. That will go on the right side. And here's some fish submissions. We use Tourney X. Judging is the default of Tourney X. The tournament director and co-directors will have final say regarding standings. I said Drew and I are judging this one. If we have any issues or concerns, then Jay is the third person. So we have the odd number to have we have an agreement. We come to an agreement. Let's see. Mouth must be closed. If the judge determines the mouth or jaw is open beyond the examples below, there will be a 1-inch deduction. So yeah, facing left, mouth closed, touching the fence. We do allow tail pinching, so you can get that extra. There's a question. Are the buoys out yet at NIMI? I don't know for sure, but I don't think so. But I believe that they do put them out in April, so they will be. If they're not out now, they will be soon. If they're doing it again, which I have to assume they are. Nothing can cover the fish's eye or be under the gill plate. Mouth must be up against the fence here, like that. Competitors submitting their catches with incorrect length will only take away from the live aspect of our event. Please be aware of the participants. If you continue to do that, we will DQ fish. We will DQ you permanently. Tourney X calls, so submit all your fish. Like I said, make Drew and I work this month. Recorded lengths are not final until they're verified. Every submission must be in your kayak, and your kayak must be visible in each photo. So if you're out wading, the board has to be in the kayak with the fish in it. 12-inch minimum. 3 longest fish. It's actually 5 longest fish. Yeah, here you go. Certain events have 5 fish, so this is the 5 fish limit. In the event of a big bass tie, the pot will be split for everyone that enters the big bass side pot. Mangled or irregular tails will be measured to the longest point. You must round down to the nearest 1/4 inch. Nothing can be in the fish's mouth. No fish grips. Donkey leashes, bocas, lucids, anything like that. That's a 1-inch deduction plus the mouth is open, so that's a 2-inch deduction. And if that takes the size of your fish below 12 inches, then the whole fish will be is not on the minimum size. Absolutely nothing can be used to hold down the fish except for your one hand. No stringers, tie downs, tourney tags, bungees, restraints of any kind other than your one hand, and nothing can cover the fish's eye or be under the gill plate. And then here are some examples. This one would be good, assuming there's an identifier. This one would be good. This is facing the wrong way. Mouth is open. Mouth is open. It's not touching the board. Mouth is open. This is one. This is one that has come up a lot. The fence must be in view. You can see here. It's probably touching, but we don't know for sure. This is how you want it. You want the entire fence to be visible. You can see that the lip is touching. It's the same fish, same picture, just moved over a little bit. So make sure the entire fence is in the view here, just like that. And then the other point of this one is the identifier. The third digit of the identifier is cut off, so that would not be accepted, which it's kind of tough because in this, that's where you got to move this thing down a bit. But the fence is cut off on this one, so it wouldn't be accepted. The ID is cut off on this one, so it wouldn't be accepted. But combine the two, and you got a good picture. And here's the dead eye rule. This is why we don't want the eyes covered up. If it has a cloudy eye, milky eye, looks weird, take a video of it moving as you release it.
From the board to swimming off. We have to be able to see that dead fish or that dead
Yes.
eye is that fish and correlates to that length.
Yes, 18-inch fish, milky eye. You see it there. You grab the fish and you follow it over as you let it go, and then send that to me, and then we'll accept the fish. Now that's just to make sure that it's a live fish. Tiebreakers, we use the default scoring on that. I already covered that. Payouts 25%. I'll get into that actually, and then there's some more stuff about the events that we do. We got the Angler of the Year race, the female angler, junior angler, the championship, and then sportsmanship. You know, we're competing. We are competing, and there is money involved. So I get that, but let's have fun. I want you all to have almost as good of a day as I do when we're on the water, and I say that kind of jokingly because I'm not fishing this one, but just be cool. You know, there's 5 gazillion lakes, rivers that are in play for this event, so there's no reason to be fishing over each other or fighting. I mean, that's just it. And poor sportsmanship can result in DQs, removal from the entire club. And then cheating. Obviously, we don't allow cheating. Please don't do that. Any kind's not tolerated. Any protests will be followed through. Any instance of modifying your measuring board, the hog trough, and the catch board will be cheating and disqualify and potential banning.
Don't cut off tails and
don't-
stretch them out and
cut off
cover up
tails
the
and-
cut off part. That's
Yes.
stupid.
Yes.
We know everything. We'll catch it.
The Northeast Ohio, we just finished our 6th year, so we've seen a lot already. Kayak Anglers itself finished their 11th year. A bunch of us have fished national events. We've been fishing longer than just KA, so just don't. I mean, that goes with the sportsmanship. Just be cool. We're having fun. And then the payouts, we're up to 27 anglers right now with 25 in the big bass. So $35 entry fee, $6.50 goes to Tourney X. Judging, Drew and I are volunteering our time to judge, so there's no judge expense. We're putting $7.13 per angler into the charity fund, resulting in $21.38 per angler into the payouts. $192.38 for charity right now. Big bass is at $250. First place taking 50% of the payout portion is getting $288.56. Second place getting 35% of the payout portion is getting $201.99. And third place getting 15% of the payouts is getting $86.57. Now, obviously, registration is still open till Sunday. So once that closes, I will post the final numbers so everyone knows what to do. But it's not going to be any lower than this.
So basically, everybody who signed up, don't submit your fish until after Sunday so we don't scare off new people.
Yeah, good point. I like that.
A little bit of sandbagging.
Sandbag for a week, and then we got everyone in. Yeah, so there's 27 signed up. Everyone's been a member, so that's all good. Identifiers, sunset, the map. You guys have anything else? I mean, the only last thing I have is the random number generator.
No,
Not
Derek,
this one, Derek.
not for this event. Only for our 5 AOI events. Is there a payout
Yes.
bonus?
The Bell Stores bonus bucks are just the 5 AOI events. This is a non-AOI, just a fun event. So unfortunately, we don't have the money to do for every event.
Derek, if you win, I'll give you a quarter.
Yeah, there you go. There's your bonus.
How's that for a bonus?
And then I got one more thing that I want to share before we do the ID. Raccoon Creek weekend, June 6th through 8th. We're heading down to Raccoon Creek in Albany, Ohio. It's a Friday through Sunday. We got free camping. They feed us well. And we got 5 lakes, a bunch of river, all in play. Have a nice fun event, and then a massive raffle at the end, and then we get fed again. Free camping, fires, food,
Free
friends.
camping, free food, incredible charity raffle.
Chance
of
to
fun.
catch some spotted
Yeah.
bass.
If
Hopefully,
you
I
have
don't
any
skunk this
question
year.
about Raccoon Creek and their store and the people who run it and like anything that they're about, this is the event to go to, and it will completely sell you on the whole experience, on
Yes.
going camping there, buying from them, supporting them for supporting us, and getting anything you need done with your kayak there. I mean, it's absolutely an amazing place.
And the cool thing is that like the additional non-member fee, we're covering that. So bring your friends, bring family, bring kids. I don't just
Excellent introduction event for somebody who's interested in kayak fishing tournaments, but isn't quite ready to, go all in for like this April month long or any of our scary AOI events or anything like that. Excellent event to get started, to test the waters per se.
correct. And I can actually pull that up here. Raccoon Creek weekend, 5 lakes: Tycoon, Rupert Lake, Hope, Dow Lake, and Burr Oak. And then a 40-mile radius from the shop of all the moving water. That includes the Kokosing, the Hocking, or obviously Raccoon Creek is in play for that.
I think
Assuming
it
there's
even
water
stretches
this year.
all the way out. There's a section of the Scioto that's in play.
Scioto. See, I haven't
Yeah,
gone that way yet. I've always gone
right.
the other way.
There's
which
a
is
bunch of little stuff in between the Scioto and then back into the Albany or like Raccoon Creek area. Like there's a lot of flowing water you could play with if you know what you're doing in moving water. But those lakes are pretty solid too.
So yeah, $35 gets you the free. It's camping Friday through Sunday. You got food Friday and Saturday night. I know I heard last year that they had breakfast Sunday morning. I had to leave early at Saturday. I had to leave Saturday night to get back for something, but I heard they had breakfast provided. It's just a fun event. It's a great place to go. It's so cool that the cell reception is so minimal that you honestly do just disconnect, and we're standing out there, standing around a bonfire. We were looking at stars, and we saw the Starlink go by the one year, and we all freaked out thinking it was aliens. It was just it's just such a cool place, and it's a lot of fun. And Dustin, Bobby, Brett, Justin, all the Raccoon Creek team are just such great people, and we want to go down there and hang out with them and have some fun.
Right. And if you guys have any questions about Raccoon Creek or the store or getting stuff back and forth to Northeast Ohio, don't be afraid to reach out to me.
There you go.
We'll figure it out.
Ken's Delivery Service.
We'll
And
figure
Hey, Bob.
something out.
Bob,
yep.
correct me if I'm wrong, but did we say anything about life vest safety?
Oh, I glanced over that part.
We might have, but
I think you got glassy eyed on it, Bob.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
so tired. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
PFD needs to be on at all times.
PFD must be
especially
worn
this
at all
time of year.
times and secured properly. Buckles, fastened, zippers zipped, etc. Whistle and light are required. Handheld flashlights that give off white light are acceptable. PFD may be removed while adding or removing layers, which it sounds like we're going to be probably adding this first week or so. But you must be stationary with the lines out of the water. Take your vest off, put the layer on, put the vest back on, then you can get back to casting.
And
and do yourself a favor. Do us, Bob and I, a favor. If you're adding layers, try and do your best, in a safe manner, obviously, to keep that life jacket on the outside. If somebody takes a picture of you on the water saying, "Hey, this angler's not wearing a life vest," if you don't have proof that we can see that life vest that you are wearing at that time on the water, those fish are going to have to be DQ'd. Or you take a selfie and post it on Facebook, and we can't see a life jacket, and somebody reports that, we don't have a way of knowing that you have that life jacket underneath.
What do you guys think if they're going to do that? They record themselves putting the layer over top of their PFD, just like the Deadeye video.
Yeah, I mean, we need some sort of proof that you have one on.
Yes, good point.
Don't leave it up to somebody else to have an excuse to get your fish disqualified. Let's just put it that way.
Yes. I did glance over those 2 lines.
Yep. And guys, these, Bob and Drew are very good judges. They're going to look at stuff. They're going to take care of business. But the best point of advice when you're taking pictures and you're getting yourself organized is don't leave the decision up to them. Make sure your stuff is right. Make sure it's good quality pictures. Make sure your numbers are I know if your phone gets wet and your fingers are hitting the keyboard and it doesn't let you put the right numbers in, if it's not working right, save the picture, get back to your car, your truck or whatever, dry it off, turn it in later with the month long, unless it's literally the last day and you're in panic mode or something. But just take your time and don't leave that margin for them to have to make a decision. If you put in the perfect submission, you have nothing to worry about.
And another thing that we've come across in the past couple years too is do not delete your extra pictures of your fish until you see that you get that email confirmation, you see that green check mark on that fish that we've accepted the fish. Because if there's something on there and we come and say, hey, there's going to be a deduction on this fish, do you have another picture? Which most of the time we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt to get us another picture. If there's something we see. If you've already deleted those pictures, there's nothing we can do about that. So wait until you see those certifications of those fish before you delete your extra pictures.
And with this event, I would take it a step farther and hold them until the judgment period's over, just because it's a month long. I would just after the payouts are done, then clear your camera roll. I would hold on to them until the end personally, but Drew's exactly right.
Cool. And even on the last day, lines out as 8:22 p.m., you have until 9:30 p.m. for submission. So that's over an hour of time that you can take your time and do it right. Adam, what's going on?
And there's also, I don't know if we've mentioned this in any of the public posts this year, Tourney X has a demo event in there that you can sign up for. So you can go in and turn pictures and practice using the app and do stuff like that. So you could do it today, you could do it tonight, even before, if you're going out fishing tomorrow, you could practice tonight to make sure you know how everything works. There's a demo event. If you go under registration, it's been up since 2022 or something like that. It's the same one. You can sign up for it and practice taking pictures in your house, or you don't even have to take pictures of fish. You can just get your board out and take pictures of your rod just sitting on it or something. If you feel like you need practice working with Tourney X, if you haven't before.
I'll find the link. I think I'm actually still registered for it on my profile.
Yeah. But yes, that is a resource. Just if there's anybody that's new to Tourney X and they want to mess around with it a little bit before it's actual game time, there is a demo tournament. You can go and mess around and see how. And you can even manage your catch, where you can go in and call something yourself and change the picture out, or delete a picture and change it to a different picture if you notice that you actually took a picture that has a bigger, let's say you submitted a 15.5 and you're looking through your pictures and you notice that you actually got a picture where it's a legitimate 15.75. You can go in yourself, delete the 15.5 and resubmit the 15.75 without having to contact Bob or Drew or tell them that you screwed up or whatever. That there's functionality to do that. But like I said, you don't want to be doing that in a panic. Get familiar with the app, go in the demo and practice and see how all that stuff works.
All right. Be careful in the water, guys. Water's still cold.
Yes. What's the number rule?
120.
120. The air temp and the water temp don't equal 120. There's extreme risk for hypothermia. So be prepared. Dress appropriately.
Clay asks, do we live well or submit the fish? Top 5 fish automatically decided from submits, or do we submit top 5 from live well? I've never used the live well function. I submit every fish I catch.
The live well, Clay, does not submit your fish to the leaderboard. You need to submit them to the leaderboard. The leaderboard will automatically call to your top 5 fish. Right. So if you have 5 fish on there and you submit a 6th fish, it's automatically going to go to your 5 biggest fish or 5 longest fish. But if you
Right.
submit anything to the live well, all it's doing is holding those fish there until you have service or you're ready
Yeah.
to submit those fish. Those
Yeah.
we cannot see anything in your live well, even as judges.
Yeah, the live well is basically like a sandbagging management system. Which can be useful,
There it is.
but it's a tool, not the thing that you want to use. You want to use the leaderboard.
I forgot the demo here. I'll post the link here.
And
There is
anything we
the-
didn't talk about is angler responsibility to the rules. So make sure you read the rules. If there's something we didn't cover and it's in there, that's your responsibility.
Sandbag management. That's a good one. All right. No other questions, no other additions, guys. Then we'll do the random number generator and go to bed. All right, I'm going to click this button. The 3 digits that pop up are going to be the identifier for this April online. And away we go.
420 or 20.
194.
I was hoping for Easter, Eric. Gosh, get your head out of the gutter.
Kids these days.
Right. 194. 194. Oh, Andrew.
Make myself big. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I got to go take mine out of my catch board holder so I can write on it because I took a picture for Brett earlier today and I just left it on there.
So here's the identifier. This must be in every single picture submitted. Any questions or anything that comes up, message me, message Drew, message Eric, bother Ken, Jay, who was here and disappeared. Tyler's also part of leadership, so you can bug him too if you want. Although he will be participating, so don't bug him too much. Actually, I think Eric, Ken, you signed up too, didn't you?
I sure did. Snuck in there.
All right, so bother Drew, Jay, and I.
And don't worry, but you can text me if you guys
Yeah,
message me if you
same.
have any questions. Get on Discord. It's not that big of a deal. We'll do whatever we can to help you if you have questions.
All right, guys. Have a good night. I got to roll.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Stay safe.